Is it? Hold on a minute. Yeah, no, I crashed. And I'm not sure if the other one saved. I'm just going to have a look. Hang on a minute. My channel. This camera. What? Live now. Is there two going? I've no idea. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's causing it, but it's a pain in the neck. It's a real nuisance. So, no idea. Can you hear all right, Dan? What have we got? Yeah, all right, good. Good. Hi, Norman. How are you? So, if it crashes again, don't know. I'm going to have to look into it. Hi, Warren. Hopefully everyone comes back. I sort of ditched. I don't know where it went to. I've got to have a look on the other one. Which is a real pain in the neck, actually. Hang on a second. Not on that screen at the moment. I'm looking at something else. Videos. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Oh. Do I have to go back to that one? I'm trying to open the old one. Oh, I think the old one's live stream offline. Oh, I'm just going to go back to this one. Everyone left the other one. Good. All right, then. The other one doesn't work. All right. So, look, I don't know how long this is going to go for. Hopefully it lasts a bit longer. But I've got to suss it out. I've got to try and figure out what's going on. Hi again, John. Oh, Mark. I thought it was John. John Parnas. Mark, how are you? So what were we talking about before? I can't remember now. My friend Pete. I never recommended my friend Pete. I might have mentioned him. He's always grumpy. He yells at his audience, and he always seems to be grumpy. When I'm grumpy, I don't turn the camera on. Otherwise, things don't go right when you're grumpy. You always end up making mistakes. Windsor or Cleveland. I like Cleveland. Hello, Lee. Good to see you again. If this drops out again, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to figure out what's going on with it. Next video should be a week. I've been busy doing the front of the house. And I've been off work for a couple of days. My back is killing me. Really, it's actually really sore. Did you have a quick look at those airbrushing examples from Wayne? No, I haven't. I beg your pardon. I haven't done that yet. Any other classic car projects in mind after the XL? I want to do a Holden. I want to do another Toronto, but it's just where am I going to put it? You know, it means selling off ones I've had, cars I've had, and the cars I've got, I'm really happy with. I want another Merc too. I had a Mercedes-Benz, got a couple of those Merc two-doors. And I wouldn't mind another one of those. There's so many things I want to do. You know what I mean? And Susie and I are thinking about getting a country property with a big shed and she can have her horses. And we're thinking about that. But my work is just up the road and my kids all work around here too. So to be sort of, I don't really want to get. Neil Climont, thank you. How are you going, mate? I haven't seen you for such a long time. Neil and I were school friends. I met him when I was 13 years old. We're in year 7 together. Neil's a die-hard GT Falcon fan, and he's had a bunch of them too. Looked at a 74 LTD today. Remembered your orange and white? Yeah, the orange one I painted white. That was a P5. It was a terrible car in that it was, the engine was absolutely clapped out. The car was knackered, basically. But now they're starting to get worth a lot of money. We're back on air. G'day, Brady. How's things? David Garland. Love your channel. You've inspired me to recommission a 2480 Mark II. Thanks very much, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying that. I've had 4 of those, I think. 4 2480s, not necessarily Mark IIs, but Mark II and Mark I. Can you recommend a local shop for engine machining? Got a 68. I use Speedworks in Ringwood. You speak to a guy, Tony, there is a no BS type of guy. You'll never get a lie out of him, but he's bloody good at what he does. Them and there's a few. I've used Crankshaft Rebuilders in Blackburn. They're at the top of their game, and so are Augers in Bayswater. They're all pretty good. There are some that I don't really want to mention here that I wouldn't go to that I have been to. How many cars can you? I've got it written down. I've had 47 cars, 48 cars, I think. I've got them written down. Are XEs rising in popularity? Absolutely. And so XFs. XEs more so because they have the V8 engines in them. And they're very, very thin on the ground. Good original ones. They're like anything. They just get ruined. You know, I saw a guy on eBay had a 6-cylinder XD advertised for $9,000. It was bidding up, and it was orange. And he pulled the ad and put a buy it now of $18,000 on it. I'm like, what? My car must be worth 50 if that's the case. Neil Whiffen is winning. Neil Whiffen, Richard, has had 150 something cars. Neil Whiffen's a friend of ours from the club, and he's got a big photo board that's got this mosaic full of everything from little MGs right up to 57 Chevs. This guy's had everything. He's a lovely, lovely man. The MG coming home, well, can come home now. It says Matt, I'm looking at the thing. Dave doesn't mind it at the workshop. I don't like leaving it there because I feel uncomfortable with it because they're being really kind to me and I don't want to sort of use their generosity. And so anytime, all they need to do is say, Neil's moved to rural property with acreage. Yeah, I agree, Neil. I'm actually really thinking of that because around here it's getting expensive now and it's just too small. Warren, wasn't it 45 grand for the DJRs at the Dick Johnson Racing Grand Prix? I don't know what that is. You might have to enlighten me. Love the XW. Are you planning a similar stripe for the XE? No, it'll just have the body side molding. The stick-on ones they have. They've got like a black thing in the middle. I thought about using one of those just to break the light up. Shouldn't have done it white. I'm regretting it now. I'm really regretting it now. Should have done it orange or green or something like that. Message retracted. Roller must have sworn at me. What do we got? Bruce. Tony at Speedworks and Crankshaft. Thanks, mate. Orga don't do public clients anymore. Wow, I didn't know that. Hi, Pete. So wait for it. G'day, Paul. How's things? You sold your GS on the 4 forums. Now looking for another project. Yes, you mentioned that before. I think that's where we stopped. What are you going to get after an XY? Do you know what I'd get? XA. My XC, I was looking for an XA when I bought that. I really wanted an XA. And I wanted to do a powder blue one with Falcon 500 hubcaps with a 390 and a top loader, like a mock police interceptor type thing, because they did make a police interceptor engine in the 390s, but of course they didn't come in XAs. I really wanted to do that. And for some reason now I still kind of want to do it too. But Grand Prix. Oh, the Turbo XE. Yes, I do remember those. Yes, I remember them. They used to advertise as being quicker than a Porsche. Turbo Crossfire sucks. Barra Turbo. Barra Turbos are great, but they're modern. You want to stay period, I reckon. That's just my opinion. I like old. That's like on the MG and the Plymouth. They still have generators on them, dynamos if you like. I don't want to put alternators on. I like old stuff. But even though it's not as efficient. How about going back a few years and doing up an XP? That's a good idea. XP 2 beautiful cars. I think you want to own an XA GS, Pete. Yes, I did. I think it was. Yes, it was. It was a Fairmont 351 manual that I got from the Bombyard in Nielsen Holden when I worked there as a cleaner for $500. And then I gutted it. It was a K code. Well, yeah, K and L 4-speed. I mean, really, dumbest thing I've ever done. Yeah, that's the one, Neil. That's the one we're talking about. That you remember that blue one, and it was someone had paint stripped it. It was knackered, and I used all the driveline in a rusty XC. Fucking dumbest thing I've ever done. Every time I think about it, I'm spewing. How you keep the wife happy? Susie's really. I tell you what, if something happened to Susie or we divorced or anything, I'd never get married again because I would never ever get a wife as good as Susie. She's so wonderful and she's generous. She's kind. She has her moments, just the same as the rest of us, but she's just the most wonderful person. Panel van, never been into vans much. G'day, Owen. Yes, I'm back and don't hang around too long because I'm going to crash again. Somebody wanted to start, best advice for starting a car restoration, get a small Japanese car and muck around with it. They're easy. And if you can get your head around that, you can try something a bit harder. Aussie stuff's a bit harder than Japanese. Anyway, this fucking camera. Sorry, language. This camera is driving me nuts. Why not a Cortina? Yep. Yeah, I'd go with that. Susie's top woman. She's the best. I agree. Who gets the cars? Oh, me. I always say, Susie used to drive the Mercedes-Benz around, the Merc I had. But, yeah, don't look back. But, yeah, she doesn't really. She drove the Galaxy once and got scared because it was so big. A blue 56 Ford Victor two-door with a 429 got me into cars. I'm not surprised. It would have done that to me too. ZB Commodore. Is that the V6 one, the new German one? I like the Aussie ones. I don't know anything about the ZB Commodore. When will you finish your XL? Got to do one more video when we get to 500 in, then that one's done. Starlet was done. No, it's sort of done the same. That's roadworthy now. I just haven't done anything with it in terms of filming it. Buy something someone else has spent lots on. That's good advice too. Yep. When I say Japanese cars, I mean just a donor, like those little Starlets or Corollas or something like that. They're dirt cheap to get. And you can fiddle around, you can practice welding, you can practice spray painting, you can practice electrical, all sorts of stuff like that. And if it all goes belly up, you just piss it off, you know. They're really cheap. Is it Microsoft Light? What about Next MXP? Yes, you're right with that. What do we got? William and Melly, I taught your cousins. Who are your cousins? How do when people say that? Because they might say, I had this teacher who's a real douche. You think, oh. And the best cook, yes, she is a very, very good cook. She's wonderful. Susie, she's absolutely wonderful. Oh, the German one, yeah, the ZB Commodore. Philip reckons they're crap. I can't comment. I really don't know anything about them. A combi, yep. Wouldn't do a combi, though, on YouTube because you'd be sort of stealing Musty One's thunder. I've done a couple of lawnmowers. I feel bad about that. He does all sorts of stuff like that, and I've tried a bit of that stuff. I don't really enjoy the stuff he does, though. A new Toyota is still good. Just bought a brand new Corolla, and the interior rattles and makes a knocking noise. I heard, no, they're not nearly as good as they were. So I think Toyota are at the top of the game from about 1978 to about 2008. I've had a couple of them and never looked back. They're fantastic, but I'm not sure about the new ones. I know the more complicated ones like Priuses and, you know, the more new cars have a lot of electronics in them, and airbags and all sorts of electronic stuff, stability control, all sorts of things that can go wrong with the other ones. But very, very simple. It was just fuel injection. So there's more to go wrong. What about a Quacker? The Z900, yes, or a Mach 1. Thought about a Mach 1. Saw one for $7,000. No, I haven't done the rear suspension on the XW. It still looks stupid. It still looks dumb. It's too high. It's ridiculous. But there's a few things I still want to do to that car. I want to power steer it too. I love my BA Falcon Barra. Had an EFM on before that for 11 years. Yeah, they're good cars. Why did you buy the BA Commodore over the FG Falcon? Assuming you're going to lean towards the blue oval. No, not at all. I love Holdens as well. I bought the Commodore because my brother worked for Holden and we got 30% off. I got this really good thing with it too. I got the whole build sheet, which I'm not supposed to have, and it's got every serial number of every part in the car and the date it was put into the car, and the fact it left Elizabeth on my birthday. So yeah, I haven't got a lean. I just do Fords because I know them. But before I started doing YouTube, I had a lot of Holdens as well. So I had a few Holdens anyway. First car was a white 76 GXL 302 C4 9-inch. Someone must put that in. Understand your pain and joy. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Nick. I wouldn't mind a 9-inch, but that's just too dear. Doing a 63 compact, well done. Grouse car, they were at 260, I think, weren't they? Practice. Exactly. That's all it is. How's your brother's Mustang coming along? Stationary. He's doing an MG at the same time. You don't reduce a car to parts till you finish one. I can't really talk, can I? He's good. He goes overboard. That's all. Any plans for Holden build? I so want to do one. No, I'm not a Ford guy, really. I sort of am a Ford guy, but I've got a Chrysler, and I wouldn't mind another Holden. I've had everything. You know, I drive a Starlet around, for God's sake. I mean, anyone that drives one of those, geez. Suppose you want power steering the XW. No, I don't want the... No. Yeah, okay, Gar's got a point. They have a Ram, and I hate the Ram steering. They're crap. I want to put an XA, BC, retrofit one of those steering boxes in, which means doing a mod to the chassis rail. And, you know, I just want to do it that way and put a Sagnol pump on. Do I think the FMXs are good? Yes, they're very good. They're strong as hell, but they suck more power than a C4. C4, I think, is about 25 horsepower to run it. FMX is about 45, something like that. C4 is also very popular because they're small, light, smaller tunnel, all that sort of stuff, and you can mod them up. You can trick them pretty well. But FMX is a brilliant box. It's very strong. You don't need to do much for an FMX for it to handle huge power. Your electric work is thanks, Russell. What made you originally think about making videos for YouTube? I didn't. My daughter filmed me in the garage, and she filmed me while I was talking to myself, and she thought it was funny. She said, post this. I said, no, and she kept going, so we did. Had a chance of purchasing an XC Cobra in the early 90s for 14 grand, and I turned it down. How's that for a smart move? No crystal balls. I sold a Monaro for $350. Peter Stanton's one. Neil, you'd remember that. And then I pulled apart a K-Code XR, got for $500. Two of the dumbest things that anyone can do. And these cars are in their hundreds, and now they're worth huge money. Electric power steering is the way to go. My mum's Polo's got that. I don't know anything about it. Thoughts on the P76 making a huge comeback now, those things. Robert Bothwell, a friend of ours from the club's got one of those too. He's got a lovely blue one. Getting things like Targa Florios and stuff are quite rare. How much should a rebuilt C4 cost? $1,000, $1,200. You can get them for $300. Take the pan off. If there's no band and clutch stuff in there, clean it, give it a paint job, and stick it in the car. They're rock solid, reliable. Just make sure you do your selector shaft seal first, which means taking your valve body out there. Love your vids. Thanks, Nathan. Just watch XW vids back to back. That must have kept you busy for a while. For a second time in the weekend, can't wait to see the finished XC vids. I own an XA and you helped me a lot. Thank you very much, Nathan. That's about the reason I do this stuff. The XC videos are very long and quite boring, I find. I've been watching, because a lot of people said they watch the XW ones again, and I actually think they're better than the XC ones because the XC ones go for too long, but I did it because a lot of people said do more detail, so I did. And also it gives you more viewing time, which means YouTube pay now, which at the time when I started doing it, they didn't. John Bonnie bought one. Oh, I didn't know John Bonnie. Is it a V8 one or a 6? You need a V8 in a P76. The 6s are too slow. Next series. Just got a comment from Jay McDonald. Are you going to live only? No. I'll get to that in a minute. What parts, pieces are you still left chasing for the XC? How much time you got? I need a front bumper. I need the drip rail mouldings. I need 2 of the door top mouldings. The driver's one in the left-hand mirror, I think. I need the mouldings that go on the front of the bonnet and down the side of the eyebrow bit. I need a few bits. What do we got? Brody, how you going, Brody? What is coming after the XC? Are you going to move? I've got to cut the rear quarters out of the MG and put new rear quarters on. Personally, XC vids are a clear winner. Thank you, XB Taz. Probably because you're an XB guy and you like the detail, but general viewing on YouTube, people get bored, particularly my boring as batshit 5-minute intros. But I just want to kind of say that I need to sort of put everything in perspective so that so it flows, if you know what I mean. That's all it is. Even the lawnmower ones, 350 Munro doesn't find the lawnmower videos. That's astounding. This is a guy, it has to have 8 cylinders. As far as I can figure out, I'm not sure, but I'm really happy you said that, mate. That's awesome. The engine rebuilds, I've got another 351 to do for the XD. Just like a school teacher. That's because I'm a school teacher. I shouldn't say that because I just swore, didn't I? Lost the audio. Can you still hear? Can everyone hear? Apparently my audio's gone. Audio? Yep. Okay. Good. Thanks, Darren. Cool. Thanks, mate. We've got a whole string of Yep, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Hang on. Let me go back up here. I actually like you saying, hang on. Somebody said engine rebuild, lost the order. Will you sell the XC? God, no. Not after all this. And Jason did the interior for pretty much nix. I paid him bugger all to do it. That car's going to be a winner to drive. It's power steering. It's manual. The engine should be a fair bit more powerful than the XWs. The beautiful macro suede interior, hell no. I always want a white car with a green interior. I think that one's here to stay. That's the problem. They're all here to stay. That's my issue. I'll sell the house before I sell that. Oh, here we go. And hang on, where'd it go? Agree with the comment. Can hear. Yes, loud and clear. Thank you, guys. Yes. Yes, Tsunami. Told to buy some tools. Hang on. Oh, yeah. I'm in the process of restoring a Yamaha XS6. Is the 650 a triple? Yeah, bigger shed. There's nowhere here. I've got a small block of land. Love your videos. Been watching for a couple of years. Learned a lot from you. Thank you very much. Just can't understand where you get all the time to do this stuff. I do 20 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 4 hours here, a couple of hours there. I just do it whenever I get time. I go and do the family stuff on the weekend. Saturdays, I'm always out with the kids. Or my mum, who's 87, and she's so old you can hear her bones rattling as she's walking around. I spend a lot of time to do that sort of thing, and in between, I'll stick these trackies on and I'll go out and I'll do some work. I don't do it all in one hit. I just do bits and pieces. Sometimes after work, occasionally 10:30 at night, occasionally 4:30 and in the afternoon if I get home from work early. I do it whenever I can. I just fit it in, and I always take this camera. There's my camera. People want to see what my my filming studio is. That, and it's an old Samsung Galaxy, and it hasn't got a SIM card. That's it. Oh gosh, now I'm behind. Okay, build a home, Boss Engine. You know what? I want a camera. They're like 45 grand or something. Would you ever boost a Cleveland? No, I did it to a Sigma. It was bloody mental. I wouldn't do it to a Cleveland because I'm just not a good driver, and I drive like an old granny anyway. Love all your vids. I know nothing about Ozcars, but I find them very interesting. The longer the better, and I love the intros. Best bit. Keep them coming. Thank you so much, Corvair. And I'm tipping you're American with the Chevy Corvair, and I think they're a cracking car. When Jason sold the XW, I was super shocked. I was too. He had a bit of bad luck with that though. The next guy crashed it, so don't sell the XC. No. What the hell? What's this? Now you're looking at my tit. Get back. Come up here. This camera is so stupid. Anyway, well, sorry about that. Just get more space, yeah. I'll sell my house and my shed, keep all the cars and bikes. Good on you. Would like to see an update on your mate's XCGXL Survivor. Oh, that's Andy. Andy was here. He was on the other live chat. You'll have to ask him. I wouldn't mind filming it. I feel a bit of a punk going around to people's places and filming. I filmed Matt from the Ford Forum. He gave me a whole front for the XC. And he's got a ZH Felon from his father. It was his father's car, and I filmed that, and I felt sort of awkward because I don't know that well. Watch your views, have confidence in yourself. Don't mumble. I know, I always mumble. It's because I just mumble, I suppose. Bruce, high-tech film studio. Yes, that is. That is very high-tech. Have you got your tea? Yes, still got tea. We're going to have some now. I'm an instructor. Is that? I'm a school teacher, a secondary school teacher. We had a Sigma, we called it the crank handle. Yeah, they're a funny car. Mine was a 2-litre, I think. I put a turbocharger on. It went really, really well. I know, Richard, my camera's possessed. It's a POS. Is the FBI? I love the camera. I know, that's it. It's just a camera without a SIM card. My phone without a SIM card, that's it. And my normal phone, which is an S4, does the same. It shoots 1080 as well. They shoot cracking video, and YouTube always I wouldn't even bother shooting in 4K because YouTube zip it up anyway, and it takes so much to store it and zip them up. So 1080 is fine with me. Don't look up. You've got boogers. Oh, boogers. But no, from England. But I had a 65 Corvair, 140 now, the 69 Dodge Super Bee, 440 straight 500. Bugger. That is serious. I'm going to have a look at that. Hi, Dave. How are you? Gary Montford. How you going, Gary? Where's the tea bag? I took it out because I keep getting told off. When you're going to restore a Holden, as soon as I can. I want to do a Holden. I'm chomping at the bit to do another LJ or an LX or LH. Even an HKTG. I love those sorts of cars. I haven't got that many subs. I've got 13,000. And that sounds like a lot, but there's a lot of people that have got an awful lot more than that. Although having said that, I seem to have a pretty low sort of supporter base, which I really like. I do feel a bit of pressure, and the thing is, if you feel too much pressure and you upload rubbish, it sort of comes to bite you on the ass. I'm a diesel mechanic and work on prime movers, Western Stars, Ibicos, and UDs. God, I haven't got any experience on that, mate. I'd be useless at that. Do another bit on the XD. Yes, that will be sooner than later. Maybe restore an 8-seat Premier. Neil's dropping the mask. Neil's known me forever, and he knows I had one. was sort of my brother's, and I didn't really drive it on my license. I sort of swapped it over for an MG later. HZ's a huge bucks downhill. And the thing about that HZ was it was a Premier, but it was a 308, which is no big deal. They're pretty slow, those things. But it had four-wheel disc brakes and honeycombs on it. It was a really nice car. How's your mum, Darren? Thanks for asking. Mum's good. As I said, she's pretty old. But she's all right. She's forgetting a few things now. I go and see her every week to make sure she's all right. So when is Jason putting his XB up for sale? Are you talking about that thing that's... I don't know what you're talking about. He should put it on eBay for a bit of a giggle. I reckon, Jason Hill, if you're watching this, advertise your XB for 10 grand and see what happens. Speaking of that, on eBay there is a two-door HQ Monaro for 3 grand, and it is knackered. But it's apparently got good rear quarters and roof, and that's it. There's nothing in it. Have a look on eBay at an HQ two-door. What am I up to, God? What's your favourite Nana biscuit? I don't have one. Teddy bear. I like teddy bear biscuits. Did you leave the red strip on? I don't know what that means. Off to work. See you, Andy. Cheers from Canada. Oh, say hello to Scott from Alberta. Get to that video. Thank you very much, Andy. I hope to speak to you soon. Bruce. 7,000 people. I don't know what some of this means. I'm losing track of it. Pistol 85. Yes, he does Monaros. He's doing a good job too. Look at his channel. He's from Queensland, I think. Any parts of the XC you'd like to replace but just can't find a better part? Steering wheel. I've got to watch till I've got money. I've got to sort of wait till I get money too, because these parts are $400, $500, you know. And I can find $100, but not 500 all the time. HQs are still a reasonable purchase. I indeed agree. We do some crash work, rebuilding my... Oh, we do some cash work. I won't get time. I just don't have time. Every spare minute I get, I'm basically busy from the time I get out of bed in the morning to about this time. I'm just moving all day, and then when I get to this time, I'll either do some of this, some editing or whatever, that's the chair, or watch a bit of TV with one of the kids. My daughter and I tend to stay up and watch movies and stuff like that. Starlight on the road, yes, little blue one. I got called, I took it to work. We had a year 12 crash thing for life hacks, they call it, for bounce, which is the subject, which is a pastoral care topic. And 4 guys said that is hands down the gayest car I've ever seen. And I don't care if people think I'm gay, I couldn't care less. But it was one of them. I said, actually, I am starting to look at men while I drive it, because it is so feminine. There's everything feminine about that car. But I love it. It's just like it's like driving a little ergonomic office chair. You just park it wherever you want, illegally or legally. Who cares? You just park it. And you know, when you live next to Eastland, and it's a heck of a hassle. 3 on the T, 173 HQ, Pablo pack. That'll be Belmont. And generally, I'm a 4 guy. It's just great to get in and drive a fake R. The only thing I hate about HQs is the body roll and understeer at 10 miles an hour. They go the dogs. But they're a beaut car. They're a cracker. I'd like to get into one of them as well. A Chevy one, I reckon. Can you do a video on a test drive on Jason's XP? I said to him, it's funny you should mention that, I said to him, we should actually push it over and film it. It's got the parcel tray structure is all in my XC. It's got no firewall, that's in my XC. It's got no engine cross member, that's in my XC. It's got absolutely nothing in it holding the windshield's the only thing holding it square. So I reckon we should just push it over. Oh, the red stripe in the XW, yeah, I've still got that thing. It's orange. KP61s, they're the old styles. They start to look, it's a shopping car, but I kind of like it. It's getting that started, driving around. Doesn't use any petrol. I prefer chrome, but pinstripes are fine. Yeah, chrome is better, isn't it? Yep. Fit boxes are awesome. Drive it anywhere, park it anywhere. Nothing went to waste on the XP. He's still plucking parts off it. I can't believe it. It's just, he's taken that much stuff off it. He's got that much stuff on that XP, and he's still using it. Hi Pete, what's causing the XW to sit too high at the rear? It would always sat too high. When I bought it, it was sitting too high, and I should have done something about it. But I was approaching 27 grand on the build, and I was like, no, I'm bailing. It's too much money. No, done. I didn't do any of the stainless, didn't polish anything like that. So yeah, that's the reason. I just stopped spending money on it. Orange and better indeed. Do you like LPG? Actually, no, I don't. I think gas is for barbecues. But, you know, a lot of people, LPG now is probably not going to suit a lot of cars now that Aussie cars aren't being built. But I do understand and I respect that people like it. It's just not my thing, really. You should do a Mythbusters style video on the remains of the XP and blow the crap. Yep. I reckon you might be right there. I'll get in touch with Jason about that. He'll be watching this. He was on the other live chat before it crashed, but I think we need to get him involved. Drop some comments on his channel as well. See if we can do something with it. I reckon tow it around until it falls sideways. That'd be funny. Good to bring it, Pete. You know, I'm throwing in the team wanting to do it because I like it. My wife always asks me because I like it. And the stories he said must have been really helpful. Thanks. Thank you very much, Tony. Jason, he would do it. But you know what? He probably wouldn't even thought he couldn't get anything out of it. Look at this. I pointed my finger and then the camera's going berserk. Richard says that LPG won't be available after 2020, but he wants to know it's him. So that's quite a shame for a lot of people that use it. A good Rovers certificate assessor for a 78 Fairlane. I use a guy in Heatherdale Road, and he got ill and he retired. And he's a lovely, lovely man. And he wasn't. I used to take him good stuff. I never took him any crap and tried to wipe up oil leaks before he looked. I was always honest with my cars, and he was always good to me. Did you like the cars in your childhood? Yes, I did in the 70s. That's why I do the cars I do, because they were from my childhood. If I was rich, I would never buy a Ferrari and I would never buy a Lamborghini because I had nothing to do with them. I'd buy Galaxies and Valiants and Tiranas and stuff like that if I was wealthy. That's what I'd buy. And a Wolseley, of course, because I'm in their club. Was there a soft spot for LJs? Whatever brand it is. LJs are awful to drive, but they just look so bloody good. Family watching MKR or you, they'll be watching MKR, they're not watching it. Although I'm a bit sick of that, man. Everything needs sauce. It needs sauce. This needs sauce. That needs sauce. What about electric power for older vehicles? Yeah, it gets them on the road. That's good. And that's where we're going. The more EVs that are around, the more fuels around for some of us people that like the old internal combustions. I've got nothing against EVs at all. I'd drive one to work if I had the chance. What about a Val? I had a Valiant once. Neil McClymont, you would remember that. I bought it from around the corner from your mum's old house for $100. It was a V8 Ranger. Yes, I would do one of those. What's your opinion on VT Commodores? Bloody great. Love them. There's a kid at school who left a couple of years ago. He's got a big hairdryer on the side of a 308 one or 304 one. They're good, cheap cars. You know, and cars get to the bottom of their value at sort of 20 years old. And then everyone starts missing it, and then they start increasing in value again. And I think it's a shame. With cars like VTs, you can pick them up for nothing. They're like EF and E or Falcons. I love to see it cars that don't. Me too. Heaps of XD. Hang on a second, I want to read this. I have heaps of XD ESP and Fairmont gear parts. Really? Good spoiler, 5 ESP globally. Hang on to those. Sportlands, they'll be the Marshall ones. Brackets and chrome trim. Front indicators. What would you be interested to buy? Some of it, probably, yeah. Tiranas and Divine? Yep, I agree. Alex Sunbird hatch. Ask Neil about his mum. She had a Sunbird, but hers was a UC, I think. Neil used to do burnouts in it. I think he used to hose. It was an automatic one. It was very sluggish, but he used to hose the driveway down. Do you remember that, Neil? Valley would be cool. Italian supercars. D. Tomaso. No, not really. There were 351 cars. Wolseley with a 253. In regards to your electric lighting, do you clean all parts? Oh, you didn't see the answer to that? No, I don't. I don't clean a thing. There was one electric ladder I used in Bayswater that insisted everything was hydroblast, which was expensive, and his work was rubbish. I take everything in a bucket to Warner's. I mean, not coveting. If they're absolutely knackered coveting grass, I'll wipe them. But I certainly don't do. Jason was doing everything with a wire wheel. I don't do anything like that. I just chuck them in a bucket and take them down. You get back all this new stuff, but just make sure, because most of the stuff structurally, you ask them to be heat treated. Warner's Metro Welding, I can't fault them. They're brilliant. Do an HQ so I can copy my work on my HQSS. Adam Bryant from my works just on HQSS. They're beautiful cars. They're based on a Belmont. They're quite an unusual car. And because I was so light and frills free, they actually went pretty hard. You're the best fish I'm not sure. Love as it is. Thank you so much. Volvo. Is that supposed to say Volvo? It says Volvo. I had a Volvo wagon 144. They're good little cars. They're actually really, really good little cars. Very, very user-friendly to work on. The earlier ones. Do I swing it from the mirror? Well, I do look like a terrorist, so that probably would look good. Did you ever? No, the water bottle, you know what? I forgot about it. And then remembered recently, and we've just done summer. So I need summer sun with the hydrogen peroxide, and I will do it, but it's going to take me another bloody year to do it. There is an electric bloody in Tassie. It has to be. Neil Climber, here we go. Yes, I am wanting to buy a V8 Valiant Ranger, but I currently have 9 cars. Gee. But then again, there is no law against owning lots of cars. No, but there's a marriage to think about. Your wife, though, Elise, I think she likes cars, doesn't she? My wife doesn't care. She likes horses or a car that gets her around. That's all she likes. Hot rod style car? No, I'm a stock guy. I love stock. That's why I love Cold War. What Scott does there, he just gets these old cars and he just makes them go. I love that. Do you dream about cars? No. I forget about him when it comes home. Riley Honey. This is the kid, okay, this is the kid that bent the wipers up on my Starlet and said it was the gayest car. He's a great kid. I used to teach Riley. Who's that? Open the door. That's Rosie. Rosie's here. The focus is going berserk. How are you, Riley? It's so nice to see you. No doubt tomorrow you'll mention this when I go back to work. Hang on a minute. Nice. How long were you working on the trade for? 13 years about that. I know you're teaching now, but yeah, I've been teaching for 16 years, and I was a tradesman for 13. What do you think of a Saab 900? Great fun when you hit boost. They're very sluggish. The automatic ones pre-boost, but when you hit boost, off they go. They're good fun. Engines backwards though, so you're going to be used to that. They're quite unconventional to work on. Nissan Pulsar Reebok. Was that an M13? I like Pulsars. I worked at Blackburn Nissan for a long time. Jason, keep up the good work. You can come and look, Rosie, if you like. I looked at a reasonable XC Fairmont 97 cents today. The guy who owns the selling had heaps of spare badges and grills and stuff. That's nice to know. Have you seen the South African version of the X-Wines? Yes, I have. And the HGs. Pistol 85's yellow two-door is the South African one. It's got 40 light front. Oh, is there a car I missed from my past? Jesus, yeah. I regret selling Galaxy, little Murray 1500. The two Merc, or the one Merc, the green Merc I really miss. There's a few. There's quite a few. Are you sad about the new Mustang? No. Why would I be sad? I'm wondering. I like them though. Coyote engine, lazy. 5 litre, fly. Completion date for next year. It was supposed to be September last year. It's going to be in the first quarter of next year. So in the first couple of months next year. What's next, Pete? XD or Plymouth? You've got to do the Plymouth, I reckon. Bloody UC Sunbird. Had to turn the air conditioning off to get the shit out to do it on the coats. I think he was a kid at school before he got his license, and he used to reverse it down the driveway. He wasn't doing rollbacks. He wouldn't do one of those. He probably break the gearbox. But I think he used to hose the drive. Cheers from Darren Upton. N13, yeah, the Pulsar Reebok was an N13. He used to do a lot of those. What was the best year for cars? 50s, 60s, 70s. Thanks, Matt. Thanks again. I grew up with a JB Camira engine rebuilt at 30 kilometres an hour. Oh, 30,000 cars. Yeah, they weren't that great, were they? I'm going to shave my mo. Probably not. I've had it since I was 19. All the kids at school say from Movember, can we shave your mustache? It's like, no, can I shave your head then? Would you ever put a twin exhaust on the XW? It's got a twin exhaust on it. Yeah. Would you ever put a twin exhaust on the XW? Yeah, it's already got one. It's got a dual exhaust. Thoughts on XESPs? Love them. Monza Red and Charcoal, yum. Yeah. I knew a Charcoal 351 4-speed one that a old dance instructor used to have. Yeah, got to finish all that grabbing again. I just certainly do. What else have we got? I'm getting tired reading this, Rosie. Yeah. Just home from the shop. Noticed your stream. Wanted to say hi. Keep up the great work. Love you, beers. Cheers from Agent 900. Gary, are you Gary from Cobble? That's got to be. If it's Agent 900, that's got to be Gary. I didn't know he had a YouTube channel. I wonder if it's him. Gary's got a motorcycle here, because the guy up here has got a motorcycle fuel tank that I'm really interested in. Keep up the great videos, Karen. When are you not filming? What music do you listen to? Anything. Yeah, I listen to anything. I don't care if it's classical, hard rock. We've been heaps of Guns N' Roses lately in my house. And then you'll have a classical music on as well. Anything. Anything. It could be, you name it. It'll probably be going on here. My wife and my daughter are music freaks. They know everything about music. Susie would kill him if she said, no, she probably wouldn't. Where am I up to? Riley Honey, can you shave my head if I can shave your mane? No, Riley, we're not going to do that. Here's a kid from school, Riley Honey. He's got Riley Honey Media. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Riley Honey is nice.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. Look what you've done to the Zoom, Rosie. Dickhead, get out of there. No, because look what you've done. Piss off. Poke your head in, right? She did, and look what happened to the bloody picture. When's your next live stream? I don't know, whenever I feel like it. Probably tomorrow, probably next year, I don't know. I'm a 17-year-old boy who loves classic Falcons, Fairmonts. My dad owns a 77 Fairmont GXL. Please shout me and my dad out. Hayden Matt. Hello, Hayden Matt. I really hope you enjoy the channel, and it's a pleasure seeing you here. Where am I up to? My dad shaved his beard. Mum nearly divorced him. Wow. I have a daughter named Alana as well. She's the sweetest thing. Yeah, Alana's not sweet. She's a good stick, though. She's got a killer sense of humour. No, it's cool. Don't shave my status. Got to get some fire at 70s, 80s style. Not so much 80s, more 70s. Hey, Pete, would you consider doing a rest on a vintage two-stroke bike? Hell yeah, of course I would. Rosie's a card. Yeah, she's pretty funny. Now I'm zooming in on my freaking elbow. This camera is ridiculous. I hate it. Pat Daly, Poiter. Hello, Pat. How are you? He's another kid from my school. Lawson 80 says, hey, Rosie. So I say,
Hi.
thanks, Rosie. Now you're going to stop filming it. Rosie strikes again. Surely restore a Model T next. I actually didn't know it started a Model T. Are you in the 70s? I certainly look like it. Man boob. Never thought of doing an FJ. Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, use a Samsung. I don't know how to set these up as a webcam. I wonder if I can.
I don't think it would be impossible.
How long have we been going on for? How long has this been going for? 42 minutes, my God.
Well, you are that in love with yourself, so
I'm not in love with myself.
well,
Although, if you mentioned I was doing this 5 years ago, I wouldn't believe you. Do I think German cars will take over the road? No, I think Korean cars are fast doing that. Hi from New Zealand. Hi, Mikey. My mates and I love Falcons. I've been watching your channel since the start. Excellent work. Right bedtime for me. Thanks very much, Mikey. It's a pleasure seeing you. She's a star of the videos, Pete. She brightens them always. Little Rosie, yes. 42 minutes for take two isn't too bad, is it? Sounds like your hard drive's going insane. It probably is. Led Zeppelin, yeah, we listen to a bit of that too. Have you thought about live streaming while you're restoring? That would be very cool. The trouble with that is it takes a long time to do certain things, and filming it, normally when I film something, I'll have a tripod and I'll turn it on and then I just forget about it. And the only thing I edit out's bad language. I mean, I use it here, I suppose, but I always edit that out, that sort of thing. In saying that, I don't put any effort into filming at all. All I do is point to things. Sometimes it's a hassle because the camera and the tripod's in the way, but I do it just, I film little bits and pieces, then when I have time I come inside, load them all up onto here, and I just bang them all together and just take out the distance or the sort of leader in and out, if you know what I mean, so they all sort of flow, if that makes any sense. What are we up to here? Really enjoying your videos, Peter. Love the dedication to detail. Keep up the great work. Cheers. Thank you very much, Penny. Do you have a pair of Staggers jeans? Do you know what Staggers jeans are? Is that something that really uncool 70s guys wear?
I'm not saying.
XP Test is going. He's, oh, look at this. My head's like this freaking big. I'm off the live stream. That's a success. Looking forward to your next video. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for joining me too, because the one thing I was really petrified of doing is turning this on and there's nobody there. That's just the ultimate public insult to make you look like a huge dick. But fortunately, it worked. So thank you very much. Can you imagine AutoZone on a feed? No. Self-driving cars, yeah, we're going to go there, but I don't like the sound of it really. I like driving, I don't like being driven. What do you still need for the Plymouth? I've got to do the body mounts on it, and after that I can get the glass, the headlining put in, and then the interior, and get the bumpers redone, put the exhaust on, then I'm driving it. But it's all expensive stuff. The interior's going to be like $8 grand. Have you thought about doing time lapse for work until? Yeah, you could do retro restore, that stuff like that. Maybe you need a drone hovering over you as you work. Then I'd stand up and get my hair caught in the propellers, I reckon. No, me. And then that'd be on film, and then I'd just look like a fugitive. What's ruffle? Is that rolling on the floor laughing? Ruffle? Rolling on the floor laughing? Saggers jeans were the coolest jeans in the 70s. Here we go. Mandatory wearing, okay. I saw an advertisement for 70s jeans. They were huge bell bottoms and had like 7 pockets down each side. They were the funniest things I've ever seen. And they were Juzz. If you Google Juzz, J-U-Z, Just Jeans, or something like that, you'll see them. It's really funny. They've got like 10 pockets. They're just stupid looking things, but they're funny. Brand new Austin Mitsubishi engine I was talking about. Oh, now I've lost it. 3 point. Aussie made 3 point. Yeah. For my Mitzi 380. Yeah, if it's brand new outside and it's cheap enough, go for it. The Sharpies or Staggers. Electric motors in place of original engines. Yeah, if you want to do that sort of thing, you can. It will depend on the car a lot, I would think. Depending on what the car is. But yeah, I mean, Mighty Car Minds do stuff like that, I think. Or they did on something. Try having YouTube on instead of music while working in the shed. Cut productivity by at least 50%. Yeah. Cut the marriage too. I watch too much of it anyway. What's the worst car ever produced? And what is your favourite? That is such a good. Worst car ever produced? I'm going to say Austin Allegro, but I'm going to get shouted at for that. A lot of people like those things. They're the ones that Top Gear said were more aerodynamic going backwards than they were forward. I think they're classically funny looking cars. Having said that, and the Ford Edsel was another one. Having said that, they've become very popular. And the best, well, it depends what Ford. If it's an everyday, I'm going to say Toyota Corolla. If it's a performance car, gosh, who knows? It'll have to be one of ours. Hang on a second, what am I up to? I can't see. Daniel Martin, what does it say? I find that when I look for XC parts on eBay, they're mostly located in bloody Melbourne. That's funny because every time I look in Sydney. I bet your XD is fantastic. I wish you'd do more vids on it. I restored my ZJ I've owned for 20 plus years and still my daily. Love your vids. Love your live feed. Cheers, Mark. Thanks, Mark. It's very kind. Any other channel recommendation? Cold War. Pistol 85. Watch what he does. Some people have a different approach. Jason Hill with his ZF. I watch a few. Can't think of any. I sort of mention them as I do them. I'll never have a mustache that good. Stupid genetics. We don't want them. They're pain in the ass. Plus, Rosie would dive bomb you with a drone. Yes, she would. John Gibbo. Now, John, Neil, and I were friends as kids. Love the vids. Love it when you keep it real and admit when you stuff up like we all do. Bring back a lot of memories. Yes, and we do stuff up. I do anyway. Juzz. No, Juzz. J-U-Z. Juzz jeans. It's J-U-Z. And they're bell bottoms. Thanks very much, John. It's so nice to see you. We can see you working on the car dressed up in formal suit one day. That'd be awesome. Get it 2:30. Oh, God, Marty. Thanks, Pete. Been wanting to ask you for that for a while. No, it's a pleasure. Riley's asking if people call my mustache a mollustache. God. Worst car ever was the three-wheel thing off Mr. Bean. What was that? Was it a Morgan? I don't know. Holden Camira. Worst Aussie car ever made. Holden Cruise. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about it. My wife would have divorced me, but just finished an XW Falcon Day. Then an XC turned up. And then Christine rolls up the drive as well. Not to mention motorbikes. What's your tips on keeping wife happy? Ignore you. Don't tell her I said that. No, don't feel I said that. I'll be bloody divorced.
No promises.
No, that's worth $20, right?
Can I have 50?
No, I don't need 50. Actually, for a divorce, you can have 50. No, my tips. We do spend a lot of time together, and you know, Susie, she hasn't got a horse at the moment, but whenever she wanted a horse, she just went and got a horse. And we never said you can't do this or you can do that. I've never said to Suzanne you can't do this or you can't, you know. And she's the same. She's never placed restrictions on me either. I don't like that. Well, Pete, my TPG net has died. I'll see you next time. Maybe on the Ford Australia forums. I think you had the best channel in my opinion, and the ultimate keep on keeping on. Always. I've lost it. Hang on. Where'd it go? I'll just say thank you very much, mate. That's wonderful. That's so kind of you to say. The washing machine does work, yes, because our washing machine in the house died, and I had to use that one while we were waiting for the new one to arrive, which took 6 weeks because I was an idiot that bought it, David Jones. Keeping the Belvedere? No way, I'm keeping that. Yep. Oh, I've got to keep Christine. Well, it's not really Christine, it's a two-door post. Reliant Robin. Yeah, they're a bit funny. If you want Reliant Robin stuff, Top Gear did a thing, and Jeremy Clarkson kept tipping him over. It's hands down the funniest thing they did. It's a classic. Just Reliant Robin, Jeremy Clarkson at YouTube search, and you'll laugh your ass off. It's brilliant. How often do you recommend oil and fluid changes on the classics that don't get out very often? I'd still do them every year minimum because you get condensation, that sort of thing, which ruins the oil. So if you want to be a stickler, do it every 5,000 or 10,000. It's up to you, but do it every year, whatever. When you're at the Dandy Drags, oh yes, we did. John Gibbons, you're here. We never dragged. Why the hell's it gone over there? Look, it's filming the spot. Did you put your hand in there? Yeah.
No, it didn't. It didn't show.
Over here, and down. Oh, that's how you do it. Use your hand. Rosie, bugger off. Look, go back. Dandy Drags, yeah, we used to go down and watch movies down there. There was I was in a black XA, was it now I'm a Mopar, big block. There was an XA down there, I remember it beat a Porsche or something, but it was on gas, I think it like nitrous. It went from sort of $4,000 to $7,000 like that. It was really, really quick. I remember an XA down there, but I don't remember it was black. Hold on to your Susie at all costs, best woman there is. Ex-wife wouldn't let me just have one old car. Oh my God, she's a lovely, beautiful lady. She is indeed. I'm very, very happy. I'm very fortunate. I'm the luckiest guy around. Love the vids. What's happening with the Honda 750? As we said before, Rob, we're getting back into that reasonably soon. Just making the most of the weather, the good weather, while I can do some XC bodywork. Once that's all done and we're into winter, the 750 comes out. Oh, come back. They also tried to launch a Robin into space. Rosie, did you do this? This camera's playing up again. I hate it. Don't do. Don't you dare. Do you find your MG runs a bit rich? Yes, it does. Does it at the oil? I change the oil on that fairly frequently. I haven't really looked into it too much. Favourite Ford colour? Well, Wimbledon white. I should have done the XC Cool Mint. It's that metallic colour. There was an orange, a burnt orange in the XBs, which is really cool too. I haven't really got a favourite. I like the nutmeg on Dad's Falcon too. Love your mum's Toyota Starlet. That's mine. I think the blue one. It should be my mum's. Any classics you regret selling? Yes, Galaxy, Mercedes-Benz. I think we talked about that before. Tuning the carb. Yeah, what do we got here? Any chance of a video you tuning carb with wideband O2? I've got one. Well, I could do, I suppose. Me and Dad watched the entire series of the XW. Absolutely envy it. We absolutely love the XW and can't wait for the next XC vid. Alex says it's 351 T-bar, black interior, and she's rare as all buggery. Yes, Hayden, they are now, aren't they? And thanks very much for saying that. I'm really glad you liked it. What are your favourite YouTube channels? Cold War. Oh, some of them I go in and out of YouTube channels. Some of them I like and I watch them, and then I start to really not like them anymore. There's a few like that. I'm not going to mention names. Some of them I think are overrated, but yeah, I like Scott and the boys down at Cold War. I watch a lot of their stuff, and yeah, there's a few. I can't think of mine. I love the burnt orange. It's really quintessential 70s. You're right on there. Running total on the XC is 21 grand. Hang on a second. This hurts. And I haven't told Susie. And you're not going to tell Susie either.
No problem.
Running total. Here's my XC book. Right? Can you see that? And that's how the car was when I bought it. And that's how thick it is, full of receipts and information, even little samples of materials and stuff like that. And this is outdated. That's got all its sheet. I'm on 21 grand, I think. But yeah, bloody depressing. When are you going to do the thermocol tuning? When I get the engine in the car, I'll do it then. Awesome, Vids. Really like quality of work. So if you're enjoying. When do we see a John Goss special copper turn up? I couldn't afford one. Next car I wouldn't do afford. I've got the XD. I can just work on that. But I really want to do a Holden or an English car. I like changing, chopping and changing. I'd love to do a Tory. Step by step. The thing with carby tuning, I probably wouldn't be a good person to do step by step unless I read the manual on it. More of what I do is I just muck around with it till I get them right. And it's by ear. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I've always done it. John Gibbons, who was watching this, his father trained me in the mid-1980s. And I knew a little bit, but I didn't know much. And you've got to have some sort of mechanical aptitude to do that stuff anyway, but he was the one that told me how to do all that sort of thing and trained me how to do it. And I just do it all by ear and feel, really. I don't like using some of the tools. Like balancing the carbies on an MG, you use a vacuum gauge. I just do it with a piece of hose and listen, You sort of, some old school people kind of work like that. Also, John, I read that one. You are digging yourself into a hole, Peter. Lots of witnesses, including Rosie. Yes, I know. That's a big hole, Richard, and I realise that because I set it down the barrel of the camera. There's a new Monaro disappointed. I haven't seen it. Do an SLR. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I'd do an SLR 4.2 or something. I wouldn't. Everyone used to stick 5,000 stickers on it, but if it was a 5,000, I'd do it. I love Toyota Starlets just like you. Does that mean I'm like a Toyota Starlet, or you like me as well as a Starlet?
I think both.
Well, I'm really happy with that, so thanks very much, sir.
Susie's going to be
I'm quite happy with Susan. What do you think of XFs? Shame they won't move with V8s. By the way, I love the vids. Thanks very much, mate. XFs, I didn't like them when I used to work on them. I used to work at Ford with Gimmo and all those people. We used to rear mains about 6 of those a day on those bloody things. But no, they're good cars. They're good, robust cars. Cab drivers used to get about 800,000 Ks out of them. To a great cab. Funny you should mention that. G'day from London. Great to see you live. Thank you very much, Mr. Growing Knowledge. It's lovely to see you here. How about a Morris Minor panel van? Very, very expensive to do with the wood and all that sort of thing. The stream is freezing up. I might have to call it a day reasonably soon. Would you buy a new car? I bought one. I bought a Commodore new. Crazy money for the Oz cars we grew up with. Tell me about it, mate. Just mental. From the UK, how about a Land Rover? Feel real depression. Great must-watch stuff. I've learned an awful lot. Thanks very much, Ian. Haven't got room for a Range Rover wheel, let alone a Land Rover wheel, let alone a whole Land Rover. Love Toyota Starlets. I tuned my thermocoils. I took quite a bit of trial and error to get it running properly. Rocky Road Show was a lot of help. I don't know if it's simple. Statesman would be your favourite, wouldn't it? Well, it is my flavour. Yeah. That came out to New Zealand. To a 24-hour marathon. I'm getting tired now. What have we been on now? 1 hour. We've been here for an hour. Good morning, Jonathan. Jonathan W. Is that the Jonathan that makes his own engines, vintage engines for his bikes? Is that you, Jonathan? Do the SLR. I'd like to do the SLR. The cabbies love the XS and the OUs. Damn straight lady. Johnny, love your channel. Thank you very much, Johnny. Mad Max replica. Oh, I hate them. Sorry. I would just have a nice coupe and leave it as it is. I wouldn't cut it up and put gas cylinders in the back. I'm really sorry I didn't fucking offend you. Now you're forward, man. Would you consider us doing Electrona? Hell yes. Oh, good on you, Jonathan. Thanks very much for visiting. Alex trying a hatchback would be a dream. I would love one. I really would like one. But then, Kappa interval. That's gone cold. Can you go and put the thing on? No, it's cold. I forgot it was there. Can you just drop a tea bag into 2 sugars?
Okay.
I
You
can't.
drank more than last time.
Yeah, I know, but it's gone cold. I forgot.
Another way to get rid of me.
No. You can come back.
Oh,
SSA9X got it. Yeah, that'd be really hard selling one of those. Toronto, yes. Everyone's taking over Jonathan. He's got a heck of a channel. Gary Montford, notice that you've gone grey since you started working on the XW. That's my job, mate. It's not the cars. The cars I want to use for stress relief. Pete, get connected with Jonathan. He might be able to help you with some cheap parts from the USA. I don't need anything at the moment, but no, thanks for the tip. Favorite car movies? Oh, man, that's Christine. Christine and I, my daughter and I, my oldest daughter Alana and I, watch Christine every year at Halloween. And after every year's Halloween, I would get on car sales or Gumtree or Just Classic Cars and I'd look for them and I could never find one. And that's when I found mine 2 years ago, or 18 months ago or so. After watching Christine, I saw it and I bought it. So there you go. Microwave? No, you can't microwave tea, Richard. That's a no-no. That's a quintessential no-no with tea. It's got to be fresh. Rose is back. Did you put the kettle up?
yes.
I've got to have a look at this Triumph build. Golden Sunbird. Now, that's a rare car. There's a reason for that, Daniel. It's called the Backfire 4. I shouldn't say that, should I? But yeah, they're a good body. More secrets now, Rosie's tea run. I'll tell you anything you want to know. If she's not around, she's got a mouth that big.
What are you talking about?
Jewel, I watched Jewel. Jewel, I watched with Neil McClymont. And that was, Jewel was the one where the truck was following the Chrysler. The truck was chasing him, I think. That was Jewel, I think. Am I right or wrong? Neil McClymont, if he's still here, will chime in and we'll say something about that because I watched it at his house when we were kids. Can't wait to see the budget drag car finish Jonathan. That's one for Jonathan. Couple of bonnets. Yuck. Mum used to make me drink that. Hey, Peter, thanks for your videos. It's been awesome seeing how other people store cars. Would you ever do a Chrysler Valiant? Yes, I would. Do you drink bonnets? Mum used to make me drink that stuff when I was young. I'm touching now. It's like liquid Vegemite. SLR, definitely. The viewers have spoken. Absolutely. You always drink the tea cold. Yeah, but I avoid it if I can. Triumph Dynamite. The Dolomites are getting expensive now. What else we got? Yeah, it says that you're a very spiritual man. A lot of people think I'm a very stupid man too, but it depends who you ask, I guess. Gee whiz. Well, what are we up to now? We're running a bit on. Well, let's stay another 10 minutes or so. How's that? Peter, who does the best badge? I'm a bit biased to a lot of them. I can't answer that. There's too many manufacturers I like. Hello from Virginia. From Virginia, I beg your pardon. Love the bids. Too many projects. Too little space here as well. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Bob. Matt John, are you going to get back onto the 750? Yes, I mentioned it before. We'll get back onto that in the winter when I can't do any more bodywork. Holden is my favourite badge. They've changed it a few times from 1948. Leyland P76, what's your thoughts on a VL V8 Calais? I had a VL Calais, no, it was a Berliner. I put a Calais front and rear on it. It was a manual. It was a beautiful car. Trouble with VLs, it's got a bad name with some of the people that had them, but they're a great car. The V8's a good car. You need to sort of muck around with the valve time, I suppose, to wake them up a bit. How are the dogs? The dogs are well. Annie's blind. She's not well. She's limited life left in her. I guess she's 12. And it's very upsetting because she had a lot to do with Rosie when she was young. The only one that lights up. Oh, the badge, yeah, the Wolsey one lights up. Force on the BC Commodore, another Starfire victim. We call them backfires. There's a 2850, which is a damn good engine, the 6-cylinder one. They lock 2 cylinders on. Drive it uphill, miracle if you made it to the top. Jewel, classic movie, Vanishing Point, the original, a little known Australian movie, is running from the guns. I saw that. There's a GT in that goes flying around as well. Just joined your feed. Hello, Sam. How are you? Didn't know about Vanishing Point. I about that. Hang on. Chat before Peter signs off. Can we all please salute him for a great channel? Oh, thank you very much. Awesome. That's so nice. Love your VL. Oh, you can VL V8. They're good guys. What about the Turbo 6s? Great fun. What's that ticking noise? I'm getting saluted. Resistance, nice. They're saluting me. Absolutely awesome. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much. And Richard was my first Patreon supporter as well, which was so kind of him. What else have we got? Greatness. Running on empty. Yeah. More salutes. That's cool. Thanks, guys. Tons of great advice from you, Peter. Invaluable for my Z8 build. Thanks, Dave. And Russell Finch, you're another Patreon supporter. And this camera's just still going berserk. And I'm getting saluted by Mark. Thank you, Mark. Oh, Mick, I beg your pardon. Is the kettle boiled?
I think so.
You can't check it.
Yeah, no reason to get rid
I think the camera's about to explode. It's probably my image. My 11-year-old son has a VL. What? My 11-year-old son has a VL HDT BT1 Calais. Oh, good on you. I think Neil bought his kids cars as well when they were quite young. Watched a few episodes of Burgers to catch on with you on some Aussie action. Cool.
It is boiled.
Oh, is it? Can you drop a tea bag in? Now go and make the next XC video. Yeah, well, mate. Cortina. Do you watch Pete C? His videos are really long. They're like an hour and a half long. So you find yourself skipping through them, but he does pretty good work. Cortina City, I think. And he just plays air guitars on brooms and mufflers and stuff. Look forward to every video you put out. Keep up the good work, matey. Thanks very much. I'm loving the artistic zooming. It's automatic. I'm restoring a TD Cortina. Good work. The first John Gibbons dad. He's the guy I started mechanicking with in the 80s I mentioned before. He used to do all the cars from St John's Church in Mitcham. And one of them had a TD XLE 6 cylinders. Hands down my favourite car. That, and there was an XR TMI 289. Loving the artistic restoring, yes, I've read that. Love the videos, Pete. Can't wait for the next XC one. Thank you very much. Great meeting everyone, and Pete Your Religion, Peru. Thanks very much, Dan. Pete C does awesome restorations of Cortinas. They're very detailed. H and Sam going to be good, yes. Hello from California. Oh, I'm an American. Cool. With your videos, you have helped to inspire me by work. It's doing it again. Look. Go back. Stupid thing. With your videos, you've helped inspire me to work on a 17 Mustang Coupe. Say, I like the way you methodically work on vehicles. Thanks for what you do. Thank you very much, Preston. That's wonderful. Maybe check out Car City for your next purchase. Are you kidding? Car City is where you go to look at cars, but you never buy there. You buy privately. Awesome, Preston. Love Mustangs. If you can have any tool in the shed you don't already have, what would you get? What tool do I need? I'd have a sandblaster probably. I've got a small sandblaster. Oh, a plasma cutter. That's what I have. What about a Beetle? Yeah, they're cool. Oh my God! Thanks very much, Brad. I got a donation. Ooh, you didn't, and I did. Look. Thank you very much, Brad. That's so cool of you. Top 3 tips for first time restorer. Okay, little bits at a time. Baby steps. Pick a subsystem of something you want to fix, and just do that. Put it back in the car. See, here you go. Get something that, well, it was mentioned before that somebody spent a lot of money on, but I would get something also that's very, very easy to restore, like a Japanese car or something like that. Bits fit on them, they just work. But baby steps, just do small bits at a time. The Victoria Police Museum has a preserved VL Turbo Interceptor. Yes, they do. I've seen that. It's a beautiful car. A lathe, yes, definitely a lathe. Hoist, what else? I need all this stuff. Yes, I do need a hoist. Audi had a 300 buck plasma cut. With Audi, you've got to strike when the iron's hot. You've just got to go in there and get whatever you can when you see it. If you haven't got the money and you need to go to the bank, it'll be sold by the time you get back. What's the best polish you've used on a car? It's the one I'm using at the moment. I can't remember what it's called. It's not Renzona. It's something else. And it doesn't swirl. I'm talking about when you're colour sanding and you're just doing the first buff. It's really, really good. G3. I don't know what his name. I don't know what he means. Okay. Have you had much experience with anodizing? No. I just electroplating. I send it away. Oh, number 2 cream polish. Yes. No, not anodizing. I just send my stuff out to get electroplating. I don't know much about anodizing. There's plenty of videos on that sort of stuff you can look at if you're interested. So what else can I talk about, Rose? What else should I mention? There was a few things I wanted to mention that I haven't mentioned yet.
Well, you talk enough already.
5-star Aussie maker. Aussie maker, not expensive. I like to wear aviated glasses when I'm restoring my Monaro. There was, hello, how are you? 1, 2, 3, Mako. I can't remember. There was a couple of things I wanted to mention on here, and Zoom's trying to look at my mustache. Have you ever heard of a Ford Falcon XA station wagon? GS was an option, yeah, I imagine so. GS Rally Pack was an option, and on the XWs, it was, they didn't even come with driving lights. That was optional as well. They were just a stripe and wheel. Stripes and wheel covers was basically it. And a dash. They had the dash and steering wheel as well. So you could sort of add pretty much anything. You could sort of tailor-make your cars back then. If Rosie could have any car, what would it be and why?
Miss G.
She likes the MG, the red MGB. And why?
Because it's Miss G.
Because you've got a lot of history with it, haven't you? I used to drive them around and oh crap, I've lost this one. I used to drive around there when she was little, just around the block. I wouldn't take it on the main road. Peter, what happened to the XL250? Did you finish the project? And what was the nasty noise? Did you fix it? No. We fixed the bit and we rode it and we weren't happy with it. I didn't film it. Well, I did, but I didn't include it. And we decided to wait till the bike was finished with the bigger engine and do the final one there. So normally when I finished, it would be final in capital letters on the video description, but I didn't finish it to the point where I was happy with it. So we just got to assemble some parts and get some other stuff going like that. The Starlet was finished and roadworthy, but the motorcycle wasn't. So I've held off on that for now. Hang on, it's going up. I can't see it. Nearly forgot any update on your brother's Mustang. We haven't. Oh my gosh, Mick! Mick gave me $5. Thanks, Mick. That's awesome. Hang on a sec. Did you? I've just got to find this thing with Mick. Nearly forgot. Brother's Mustang. He's doing his MG. It's an MGC. It's 6-cylinder one. He's doing that. So his Mustang's stalled. I'll go and film them. I'll film both cars when I'm next round there, and I'll add it so that people know where it is. But yeah, he's taken on a lot. He's taken on more than I would have. Starting the XC engine this weekend. No, I want to get the filler neck replated and the wiper things replated. Once the filler neck's done, I'll put the kit on there, then put the evaporator lines in. I can put the what are they called? The evaporative emission lines on and the fuel lines and all that sort of stuff. I'm not really ready to start just yet. Do you see the XCs appreciating significantly in the near future? Probably not the near future. Eventually they will. They're a chrome bumper car. What's the next car? We've been down this road. I wanted to do a Holden, but I've got to do some work on the XD and I have to do some work on the MG. I have to do some work on the CB750. Hi, Peter from New Zealand. Great channel. Love all your videos. Keep up the good work. Look forward to seeing the completion of the XE later and the start of the next project. Not much of a tea man, though. More prefer coffee. So, yeah, I'll go through coffee too, but tea. Speaking of tea, is it boiled? Did you put a tea bag in?
Yeah.
It'll be done. Just add some sugar and milk and we're good.
But I don't know how life was. I'm very judgmental because you're tea. Oh, my tea's
Hang on, just wait.
yeah.
You can tease me. What was the loom tape you used for wrapping up the looms? I really don't like the sticky residue. No, it's proper loom tape from Alex at Several Lord Alex. There's plastic tape that I've used on some of it and fabric tape as well. 2 sugars, a little bit of milk. Not too much milk.
A little bit of milk. Okay, a lot of milk.
Thanks. Really like your voice. Thank you very much. You need time machine to go back to the parts you chucked out you wish you had. Yeah, the cars are sold, which I did too. So I just started doing videos for YouTube, as I said before. My daughter came into the garage and filmed me one day in 2012. And I was just talking because I was saying, where's the spanner, where's the spanner? And talking like that, and she filmed it and she played it back to me and she thought it was funny. And so that's what it was. TC Cortina, I wouldn't, yeah, probably not a Cortina because PC does them, and I haven't got much of a Cortina history, although if I was going to do a Cortina, I'd probably do a 302 TF Cortina and make it look stock. A little S-Pack one with those waffle wheels. Thanks, Peter, for the great video from WA and Felix. Thanks very much, Big L. That's cool. Because my grandfather gave it to me and he died, I'm sorry about that. I can't find anything on Google about a completely original tube. Which car was that? Filthy Fish. Oh, geez, station wagon. Yeah, keep hold of that. Definitely. I've had a couple of bumpers, reclaimed, a few small fixes as well. Could you recommend anyone? I use John at Old School Auto Parts, and he sends me out. So he's got a guy that does it. He's an old school guy that does a really good chroming. He doesn't do the thin horrible stuff. But you'd have to ask John from Old School Auto Parts in Campbellfield. I think he goes around, picks them up, and delivers them back when finished. What do you reckon of Eric, the car guy, since he did the sleeper? I've only seen a bit of it. Eric the car guy is good. I don't agree with how he does brake caliper rebuilds, but his advice is always good. He's a good mechanic. He knows what he's talking about. He's trained, he's qualified, all that sort of stuff. He sort of ran into a bit of strife because he was relying on his YouTube income as his income, and of course they stuck him running around with payments and all that sort of stuff. And so that hurt Eric the car guy did. But he's good. I like Eric the car guy. He seems like a really, really amiable sort of guy. Distributor recurve for Cam, definitely. I haven't done it yet, but definitely. Yes, the Cortina does have a great shape, the Code Quarter one. Fix it up and do a Mazda rotary. A friend of mine, Shane, who I've recently sort of got back in touch with, he has RX4, a two-door RX4 with a 13D. I think it's Bridgeport or something, and it's got a big weaver and all that sort of stuff. Don't know much about rotaries. Cortinas are easier to work on than full-size Fords, and motorbikes are easier to work on than full-size Cortinas.
It might be terrible, but a bin doesn't care. You might need to stir it as well. I've done that.
How much milk did you put in?
Not much.
That's cool.
Yay, because you don't want to complain.
Well, you made it for me, so I'm not going to be complaining about it.
Yeah.
Okay, where was I up to? There's that. Minutes. Actually, work on my I have a strict policy of AC/DC only on the tape recorder. Cool. Yes, that is old school. Used to be Basie. He closed up shop, but he still had the Campbellfield shop as well as the Bayswater one. So, but yes, it is the same. It's the same guy. He's a really good guy. He told me the GT, the XW, and said no. And then, because that means obviously when we buy part-time, he's a really good fellow though. He's a good guy, really, really good guy. So there was something else I wanted to mention while I've got a bit of quiet time. How can you tell how many people are on here? Go to 60 thumbs up. Oh shit! Wow! I've got $10. That is so kind, Ben. Thank you very, very much. Hey Peter, my girlfriend and I get so excited when there's a new video. We always watch it before bed, and she insists that your smooth voice helps her sleep better. That's so boring. Love what you do. Keep doing it. Thank you so much, Ben. And I don't think anyone listened to me. It's like 110 watching. That's cool. I don't think anyone listened because I don't know. It's like my kids don't listen when I tell them to do something. They do a bloody thing, and I'm a school teacher, and you stand there and you think, and you sort of stand there and you look at them all. You think, how many of you actually listen to what I'm saying? So you try and shake it up a bit to make it more interesting for them. Can you give me a shout out? Of course, Simple Cat. I'll be very, very pleased to. And my kids, I don't know what you mean with kids. Kids never listen. Yeah, no, they don't. They just turn off and go that way. And they make mistakes, and you always say to them, I don't want you to make mistakes. I did. And then they go and make worse mistakes than what you did. Cult following, small but strong indeed. It's. I was watching that guy today. Yeah, not many listen. Yeah, you're one of them. Actually, Riley Honey always listens. He's a good kid. And Pat was on here before. It was good to see Pat. What was I going to say? I was watching that guy today, yeah, the guy from Tennessee, Dylan McCool, and he had like, I think there was 50 people watching. This is a guy with like 55,000 subscribers. I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah, not letting this. Hello, greetings from the Netherlands. Hello, Superco. Is it Supercow? Oh, Supercow. Supercow second. How are you from Melbourne? That's lovely that you come to join us. And another one from the Netherlands, DCA. Say hi to Geet. Gert. Hello, Gert. I think that's how you say it. Is that how you say it? There's one thing you appreciate more with age, and that's all good advice. Thank you very much. I'm recently restoring a Ford Telstar. I was at Ford when they were new. People laugh, but I really enjoyed them. The 12-valve turbo ones. Now, which one's that? That's not the AT. That's the AT, not the AR. The AR, they've had a turbo. It wasn't as successful, but the AT is mental. The only problem with those things is you hit a boost, and they torque steer into oncoming traffic. You got to hang on to those things. They are cool cars. 12-valve Telstar turbo is really cool. My wife thinks I have a man crush on you. I get man crushes on people too, so I don't too much about that. It's if somebody's doing something that you're interested in, you tend to follow it, I guess, or at least, I mean, if somebody was doing an XC restoration on, well, I used to watch that guy. Here we go, XB restoration guy in Queensland, and he did 3 episodes. And it was a green one. I can't remember his name. A big guy with a beard, and that was a great channel. I couldn't wait. And then he stopped. It's like maybe his circumstances changed or something. Joseph Melia. Is that John Moore? No, it's Joseph. No, Joseph Melia. I love watching your channel. It gives me motivation to build my HQ campaign, which I've been doing for 18 months. Cheers, Joe. So nice to see you, Joe. And that's a sweet car. An HQ coupe. They don't get much nicer than that, do they? Yeah, talks to these horrible, mental, those things. Just crazy. Didn't some guy die in your neighbourhood last week? Heard it on the news. Yeah, there was a guy shot, and it wasn't far from here. I didn't do it, but apparently he got shot on Montana Road, and then he staggered down Barclay Street. I'm on the other side of Montana Road, and he went down Barclay Street, and he was rapping on somebody's door, and they wouldn't answer because they were scared. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And he died 10 feet away. It's awful. It's bloody awful. A bloke he was from Essendon, a 28-year-old guy from Essendon. I've got 2 wives on either side of me, my Monaro and my Toronto. I grew up in the area, Peter. It's fun to see you driving around. I sort of just drive around the local area. It's a good spot. I like it here. It's just not much room. Ben Gibney just confirmed with my girlfriend. She's not bored with your videos. Oh, God, she's a good girlfriend. She even gets upset if I watch without her. It's become a tradition before bedtime. That's so kind. Thank you very much. God, someone actually listens to me. That's cool. Did you plan to ride the 750 when you finish it? Yes, but the last time I rode a bike, I stacked it. Actually, a friend came around. He had a Jeep Z600. He picked it up for Nix. It was like $1,000 or something. And he goes, "You want to go for a ride?" So I get on, stick a skid lid on, and there's all this dew on the grass, apart on the grass, and I made a dumb mistake. And I've ridden bikes. Like, I'm not an accomplished rider. I'm an okay rider, but not a huge rider. I hit the brakes and the front wheel locked up, and the bike disappeared from underneath me, and I smacked the fairing and cracked it, and he made me buy a new one. I was pissed off. But then I rode Dave's 250. I sort of rode that around, and yeah, it all comes back. Just confirming. Okay, we've read that too. I think I need to do a restoration on Peter's microphone. Is that just poor upload rate or some environmental noise or what? I don't know. I can only sort of hear me. Yeah, now. So I think. Trying to hatch would be great. Yes, if I can get one, I will. I don't know what skiddly boot means, but we're good. Adrian Mipson, hi Pete. I was looking forward to your videos. About to start on my 750 Honda Civic. Sorry, 75 Honda Civic. I also own a 77 Civic and 84 Laser Gear. They were one of the most successful Japanese imports in the 1970s, the Honda Civics. They're wonderful cars. Do a resto on the camera, probably need to. And boot lid, don't know what it means, but I want to have some tea. I wouldn't mind a scotch, actually, but I got to go to work in the morning. Don't know why it keeps zooming in, mate. It's a pain in the neck. I don't know what to do about it. I bought it today. It was $49, reduced from $79, so I figured it might be a good thing, but could have been wrong with that. King Dick. First car I owned was an 8Z Premier, but I didn't really drive it. I gave it back to my brother and to his MG instead, so I drove that. Nice video, okay. Yeah, okay, I've got that. Here, Triffids. The day of the Triffids. That was an English film, I remember that. There's no ticking. Oh, there's a clock, but I don't think that's what you're hearing. Do I see a tea bag? I don't know. You do need. There's a web stuck on my tongue. With loom tape, some of that stuff online, I don't know if it's online you're looking, some of the online stuff's real crap. The problem with eBay and places like that, you used to get really good products. Now it's really full of crap. See you, Brody. Thanks very much for coming. And I find I stay away from eBay if I can now. Mouse doing something. No, there's no noise here. That would be somewhere along the line. Cracking mustache. Hell have had it since I was 19. Greg Dowling watching Culloden, Queensland, after Anzac Day. I'm just getting home. What happened to the 250? Just feel like it was unfinished. It is. But I'm not finished yet. As we said before, there's one chapter left on. Great work. Sounds like someone is stirring a martini in the background constantly. I was just, maybe it's ringing. That was me stirring up my tea, but I stopped. Turbo EP, now full of crap. What are your thoughts on the Hemi 6 engines? They are brilliant. I had a girlfriend years ago that had a VH 2-door, and that had a 245, and I couldn't believe how hard it went. It was really talky, it was good. We might have to pull the pin, guys. I'll give it to an hour and a half. I think there's only a few minutes left, but I might have to ditch because I've got to do some lesson plans for tomorrow. I'm back at work tomorrow. I took 2 days off because my back is so sore. It's just awful, and I heard it. So I've got to do some planning for tomorrow because I've got 4 periods on. I'm teaching all day. Cool. Thanks, man. Keep on doing what you're doing. Thank you very much. The noise sounds like your servo motor is cranking away. No, there's nothing doing it here. Got to sleep almost 11 p.m. in New Zealand. Thanks for your vids, Pete. Keep it coming, mate. Will do, Nathan. Thanks very much for joining us. Hi, Peter. Scott, I'm about to leave. I'm well, thanks. I hope you are too. Thank you for making the videos and not getting annoyed with the comments. I never get annoyed with comments, so I don't get bad ones. I had a guy call me an effing dickhead with the XC. You're an effing dickhead. He goes, it's a family, it's not a GXL. My GXL, it's exhaust mode. It's like a body shop, you moron. I wanted to give him a big serve and say, I actually wrote a comment back saying, look, if you're lucky, you might even get a job and be able to buy your own car. So I started laying on, what's this? Stop sending. Yeah, I started having a go at him, but I just thought not worth wasting my time. What do we got? Okay, so I've got to think of making. Is there some automated settling camera? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Would you prefer big Clevos or Windsors? I like Clevos, but I like my Windsors too. Dave B's written 351C, F the world. Anyway, I love the videos. Always look forward to them. Thank you very much, Richard Barker. Back with my ex. What? Back with my ex on TV in 5 minutes. Got to go. Thanks, Pete. Thanks very much, Russell, for joining us. Hey, Peter, try uploading 2 vids a week, mate. It'd be a bit stressful. I just do it when I can. I don't actually have any time, mate. Normally I try and do it on a Sunday night, but I haven't been able to. XC's men, have you ever sell it? I'm in line. Yeah, that's fair enough. As a kid, did you think about doing a cool show and having a TV, computer, right, talk back to you? The future's here. You are a great online educator. Thank you very much. I never thought about PUBG as a kid. Thanks for the videos. Thank you very much. Take some Voltaren to rub on your back. Oh, yeah.